Lauren Bouffard has contributed a lot of the research on spina bifida and characteristics of health and fitness. In one paper, she interviewed 16 people, 8 of which had spina bifida, to understand what their barriers to fitness were. This gives us insight into how we can create a more successful environment. Participants revealed that they generally felt uncomfortable in fitness settings and were worried about fatigue and injury. Their motivations revolved around achieving a goal and physical appearance. Enjoyment and social interaction were highly motivating factors, and family and friends played an important role in this, as well as with transportation. If you reflect back on our educational material and assessments, you should see a clear parallel between this anecdote from Bouffard's research and the priorities of the first session that we highlighted. In our first interaction with a new client, they might not be comfortable enough to articulate their concerns, but we can be proactive in expressing to them that our goal is to make them comfortable, confident, and leave the gym feeling better than they did when they walked or rolled in. We can build rapport by understanding their interests, goals, and motivations, and if we create an authentically inclusive environment, provide them with the opportunity to train with the people who are most supportive of them. One quote from Bouffard's paper reads that facilities also appear to be limited, particularly in rural areas, or that they focus on the elderly population. Other barriers include a lack of information and knowledge on where and how to exercise, and problems with transportation to exercise facilities. Historically in the fitness space, quote-unquote special populations has referred to the elderly and age-related conditions, and less attention has been given to those with disabilities. Euphemisms like special needs and special populations are demeaning to those with disabilities, as they imply that the accommodations or support that they require are unreasonable or extraordinary instead of a basic civil and human right. Another participant in this paper stated that in fitness centers there's a lack of knowledge on what is possible for people with disabilities. They don't have time to support you and keep an eye on you. We want to play a role in filling in this gap and lack of education around adaptive athletes and supporting individuals with intellectual and physical disabilities. That is why presuming competence is one of our primary guiding principles. These barriers are all pieces of the equation that we can address. If more coaches are trained to work with clients with intellectual and physical disabilities and more inclusive fitness facilities exist, individuals with spina bifida will have better access to safe and effective fitness opportunities. We'll cover a few ways to do so later in this course. Now that we've identified health trends and barriers to address them, we'll identify characteristics that are common for individuals with spina bifida and how they influence program design.